Good afternoon, everyone. It's 11:39 p.m. Oh, a.m. Excuse me. July 25th, 2025. I'm in the Discord chat. Doesn't seem to be anybody here. I don't think. So this is pretty much the range. Up and down and up and down and up and down. So at you know a point, it's going to either go up or down, right? We look at this volume profile, and it's a B shape, right? So let's say we cut it in half. Right here is significant. Right in here is pretty significant. 10 to 11. So 411, 410. This profile here is a cumulative to the last 5 days. Let me actually see something here. The full chart. Yeah, it is the full chart. So to make it the same as this, I believe this one is it's a full chart range as well. 20 days. So what I should do, I should take a little time to, no, not bad. I got decent memory and computer power in here. I just use this for trading this PC. So now it gives me a lot of data. See that? Pretty good. Yeah, looks good. At 11:50, maybe we'll go long. We'll see. 118, 117. So I'm going to go long at 11:50. The VWAP is right down here. It acts as a magnet. I don't trade off the VWAP. $163, nothing's coming back. 174, nothing's coming back. They're buying it here. There are a lot of buyers here right now. Not many sellers coming back. Not many buyers, sellers are interested here. They're not re-adding. This number needs to come up. It is. It's got buyers coming back in here. This number needs to pop right here. This needs to drop, and this needs to pop. So right now, buying is it would look like it was drying up. So now there is just two-way trading here. Bunch of sellers here prior. We have decent support right in this area of delta. Got a huge amount of sellers here, but we're not really pushing. They're not pushing it lower. So when you have sellers pushing it lower, you can have a strong buyer sitting over here absorbing it. Okay. Then the sellers will either give up or the buyers will actually give up. So right now, whatever is happening is being absorbed. That's a big number. You got buyers in here. So they're starting to buy it back. There's a buyer here. There's more buying. See, buying this. That's why I wanted this here to see the buying and the numbers of buying. There you go. Hey, I need to change the font. See if they're reloading. Not reloading the bids, but you do have a steady set of orders coming here. I want to see these drop. Okay, so we had those orders. They were pulled. Didn't look like we had any transactions. It's a big offer there. These need to drop. You need to see small numbers here if you're bullish. Okay, these you need to see bigger numbers. These are market orders trying to lift these offers, and that's what we're looking for. We want these to be low. We don't want them to come back and start selling into these bids. We want these bids to pad up. That's what we want to look for. Going to move me up to the V right about here. 1225, 1375 will be even better. So right now we're in the value area of the overnight session. All right. And they could be accumulating also. I mean, big money is they don't trade during regular hours. They trade, I mean they do, but they trade 24/7. So they're accumulating right now, so they're just adding and then removing bids here. So that was pretty easy to move up here. Now we're gonna see some resistance here. I got a lot of buying, I mean. A lot of buying there. If we could get to 14, that would be very nice to me. A possibility. Looks good now. Starting to look good. We just passed this, this is the delta. So they're building delta up here. That's 2 points. We just stopped. You see the price action just stop? I don't like that. I get out. Next trade is just a click away. That's my favorite saying. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If you comment, I will get back to you. I got a bunch of videos out with the dome. I've been trading the footprint. I do have the footprint in here. It does cost more money to go ahead and get the depth, but it's worth it, especially at this times of trading. A lot of algorithms, a lot of computer orders going through. So we're pretty much trading against machines. We may have another push up. So what I want to see, basically, there aren't many sellers here, but I'm not seeing the bids pick up. There I did. Now it's stopped. See, I say something and it just completely does it differently. So sellers now are more energized. This area here at 2.75 or 12 and 3/4. This number here is growing. So you had a lot more sellers, or more buyers here, but since trades, 14 was kind of resisting, which is right about here, which is where I have the box. Now I'm looking at, is there a possibility we could break out of this consolidation and maybe go above, possibility, because there's really nothing. Once we pass here, 1625, there's really nothing preventing us from going up to at least to the high. That's the bigger move, so I'll wait for that. You want these numbers to decrease, you want these numbers to increase. Okay, opposite uh, for sellers. You want these numbers to increase and these numbers to decrease. So we got a little. Did you see the volume pickup? Not the volume, but the pace. This is 14. So this is what I was saying before. Bunch of sellers. They're adding to the offer here. So we know that they're adding at 14. So we have a seller here. It's not allowing us to go up. You see, they keep on reloading these offers. 64, only one. Not allowing, they're just absorbing all whatever's coming into here. Sellers coming in as well. So they're adding to this as well. Yep, said 150, and we can't get up. So that we come back down, and if we come back down, where do we go? So this is the fight. All right, buyers just started coming right back in. So they decided nobody wanted to buy it here, and they're starting to buy it up here. Now we got to see what's coming down here. Don't get caught up in this mess, okay? When you see that volume, unless you have an idea of where the price action is going to be, and you could front run the entry. Like if you think there's going to be a breakout, I wouldn't be marketing in, which I don't market in, but I would be looking particularly where we were big, where we have big buyers for the next time, like right in here at 15, which is clearing pretty much this area. You're looking at prior where at least the buyers were outdoing the sellers. If your bias is long, does it really matter to get in a tick or two before, right? To get the confirmation. And as you trade, it'll come with experience, right? And the longer you stay in the market, the more you'll figure it out. I guess you could just tell this whole area here, all the buying, right? Just right here is like a bump in the profile. And it's pretty consistent, like 3,900, 3,900, 3,500, pretty consistent around the level. Have less volume, right? There's not much of a difference between on over here. There's only 118 were aggressive at one point. It's not big. So we could probably see some resistance here. It's not a lot of volume either. And the difference really isn't. So this is pretty neutral. Buyers and sellers. It's not really tipped to the buying or the selling. So we're up to that 14 level again. Which is right at the belly of the profile. So we really need to push higher. We're going to need to see some volume. All right. Now, considering file extended hours, there wasn't much trading here. All right. There was another distribution right up here. And it could very well go up from this point. We've had a lot of sellers in these areas here. Buyers came up and then sold it. Buyers came up and then sold it. So this area we're looking at right now, if we could come up to 14, 15, right? And then we could take a look at, we had a lot of selling at this point. There was a lot of sellers. So our concentration should be right inside here. What's happening in this area here? All right. What are the numbers that are coming in? Are we getting brave buyers or sellers come in? Right? It's not, I mean, it could just consolidate right up in here too and just start consolidating. All right, we're in a big consolidation range right now. We just don't have the volume basically to in a longer move up, unless there's a buy stop or something like that. But the higher we go, the more chances of a buy stop decrease. The weekends will take a breakout, will try to break out, and then the strong hands would capitalize on that. with 307 sitting on the bid here, and these bids are lighter. These offers are lighter. So we're down now. It's like printing a doji right now, this candle. It's indecision. This is where you want to look. This is where the opportunity is. Take a look at this number and this number. Okay? And we'll take a look at these bids to see if they're increasing. See that increase? See this starting to increase? I'm going to take a long right there. Got a lot of buying here. Now, I may decide to change my entry. So if we do a break, came up, came back down. See, this is not, well, now it is. Just went offer. Starting to, what they're doing here? Now let's take a look. What they're trying to do here, the sellers are trying to push it down. Buyers are letting them. Want to see these split. I don't want to see much here. I don't want, right. See, this is okay. See, it's just reloading 118, 120, 117. You see, it's just continue to reload. So right now you got and let's see what comes back. Remember, I told you they're consolidating in here, meaning they're accumulating their positions. I'm far out of the way, but I'm ready for a breakout if it decides to break. And I'll just manage to stop. I won't even look for the targets and stuff like that. Well, now it's in my range, but before it wasn't. I also have what's called a stream deck, which I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but no, you don't. But it's pretty much a keyboard hotkey. A lot of gamers use it. I don't game, but it's a pretty decent piece of hardware. You know, I just got buy market, sell market, break even, cancel. Cancel those orders. It's way out of my range. Looks like selling's starting to dry up a little bit here. Buyers are starting to come back in. Buyers are stepping in. Yeah, but actually pretty nice volumes for the micros. Well, there's a lot of offers out here and a lot of bids and offers out here. Yeah. You got 167. That just came. That was a big number. Let's see if you get another big number here. There's 167 here prior. I'm in 1350. Let's see. Now they're starting to reload it. I'm still okay with it because we do got some bids coming in, but I need to see this number come up a lot. So they're just continuing to load this, which is good. So they got lazy. It's back, went bid. So these bids are still rocking pretty good. The point of control, which is about 1350. See if they ramp this number up. They just pulled it down a little bit. There was no trading there. There's no trades. I'm gonna run it there. They're starting to buy it now. But we weren't really able to get, oh, we could pop it higher now. So I don't know. Yeah, take it. That's let's see, 4 points. See something here. I mean, I really haven't taken much trading today. What happened there? I'm gonna show my orders. I'm gonna show my trades. Yeah, this is it. This is it for the day. Really not much. Right up in here. And the little scalp moves, it's you can make money with the micros. People are saying, hey, you can't make money, but you can. Trust me. You don't have to kill yourself. You don't have to take all that risk. I'm not a bank. You know what I mean? Sounds funny, right? I'm not a bank. So I actually did. That's still being a trade right now. You know? I mean, this is where we sold it. And I went long here and I sold it here. Now we may break out, all right? Or we may come back down again. And this looks like a pretty awesome candle. Just by the candle, by the price action, looks like we could break above. This is what's telling you what to do right in here. This is telling you everything. Got to understand the numbers. I would love to do I'm waiting for, actually, this is what I'm doing. I'm waiting for participation in my Discord, right? And then I'm going to invite those folks to a private chat. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over the depth of market. And we're going to be sitting down doing a depth of market, real time, and maybe take some trades off it. But you're going to learn the depth of market. It's not a mystery. All right, it's pretty straightforward, actually. This is the edge. This information. This is This is the market. If you can read this information here, you're going to be better off. Whatever kind of trading you do, even if you're a price action trader, just to read this stuff. All right. Now we're going into uncharted territory. All right. Now I need to take a look. There wasn't much volume here. You can see it kind of dried up out here. We dried up the volume here as well. So I'm just going to sit on my hands. And if there's a breakout, good. And there's the breakout. My goodness. All right, I'm going to let the video go here. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, share to all your social media, comment. I'll get back to you. Also, my Discord. It would be nice to have a little chat going, I trade the ES. I don't trade the NASDAQ or nothing like that. So if I'm going to be in the chat, I'll 100% be trading the ES. All right. Anyway, that's about it. If I don't come back, price action, I don't know. Got things to do. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And have a profitable day today. All right. Talk to you later.